One of my favorite books and movies, pretty popular, was called The Right Stuff. And it wasn't so much about the space program, it was about this group of men. And they were in pursuit of this intangible quality, the right stuff. They wanted to see if they had it or not. That's why people are out there doing the bad water. Not just me, but the other 39 individuals are out there. They want to see if they had the right stuff. That's what it's about.
Okay.
In that last 12 miles, it's got to be the toughest finish of any race there is.
There are times when you can just quite happily lie down in the road and go to sleep. The thing is, you can always go one step beyond your limits. And that's one of the things that's so fascinating about doing something like this. You don't think you can go another footstep, but somehow, if you want to do it, you've got a good enough reason you can keep on keeping on.
I'd say the whole darn thing is physically difficult because you have to tolerate the environment. You have the remarkable changes in altitude starting at 282 feet below sea level and then winding up at 8,300 feet at Whitney Portals. And then there are the ups and downs along the way. The toughest thing about this race is its length, 135 miles. It starts in Death Valley at Badwater and then goes flat out for 41 miles to Stovepipe Wells. Next, the runners face an 18-mile climb of 5,000 feet to the top of Towns Pass. Once at the top, they face a downhill, bone-crunching descent into Panamint Valley, where they climb another 3,400 feet past Father Crowley Point. After that, the runners descend to Owens Dry Lake and cross a 21-mile stretch to the town of Lone Pine. Finally, the runners face a torturous 13-mile, 5,000-foot climb up Mount Whitney. In order to finish the race, the runners will travel a distance of more than 5 marathons through one of the most forbidding deserts on Earth. You have the temperatures that can be close to 130 at the start. And I think everyone in one way or another gets heat exhaustion during this race. You want to avoid heat stroke. The physiologic changes that go on in the stomach, nausea, vomiting, inability to keep food down, all contribute to dehydration. I don't think there's a thing about this that's good for the body. In order to offset these problems, the runners have devised some unique training techniques.
The reason I'm paddling to prepare for Badwater is that it adds to my endurance without tearing up my legs as much. I can run a few hours, bike a few hours. Yeah, my legs are tired, but I can then do this and just keep on going.
I have the treadmill in the garage, and to get more heat, I get a rain suit and get the hose from the dryer machine right there on my chest, and it is not as hot as Death Valley, but it helps a lot.
Training in South Florida presents some unique challenges in preparing for Badwater. I live on a pancake, so training for the hills and those mountains becomes near impossible. The best idea that we have for training is bridges. So instead of doing the hill repeats like they call them out west, we do bridge repeats. And if you train them hard and intensely and properly, we're ready to go out there and attack those mountains and conquer them.
Sometimes you go through so much torture that you wonder if it's really worth it. But in the end, it's all worth it. Every penny of it, it's worth it.
The person who's sitting here today could not do Badwater. It's too vast, too terrifying, too overwhelming. But I believe it is possible for me to create a person who can. With all the tools and all the training, I think I can build an alter ego who will be able to stand at that finish line. And if I do it all right, that person will be able to finish Badwater.
Hey, how's it going?
Marshall.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
God, we got a bunch of desert rats out here.
You know, you run different 100-mile races.
You see
meet
the same
different
people.
when you get to, it's like old home week in these races.
Precisely.
Yeah.
This race is more of a bonding race than anything I've ever done.
No doubt about it.
Training-wise, I went back to the British Army Physical Training School because I have a very unbalanced style because of the combination of the arm and leg. So to counter that, they said be strong in your back and stomach, and that has made a huge difference.
I've done my homework in every respect that I can think of. This year I've trained for the heat, I'm heat trained, and I've trained for the road, so I'm road trained, but I'm just waiting to find out what the third thing is that I haven't prepared for that can sneak up on me, and hopefully there's nothing, so in which case I can just kind of cruise it right through, so we'll see.
You're a brilliant runner.
To go.
And I'm an old senior, but we're on the same level when we do this race. I know you finished
and that's
20
it.
hours before.
That's the point of it all, is to finish it. It doesn't matter how long it takes, just so you finish it.
In the Badwater 135, 40 people from around the world are invited to participate after their resumes have been reviewed. It is usually desirable for them to have several successful 50 or 100-mile races under their belt. The runners are responsible at their own expense to bring the crews and equipment for their support.
Eric Clifton. My number. How you doing? Ephraim Rumsford.
Well, when I ran it last year, I was 67. Most of the time I run with people that are younger than I am. I associate primarily with people that are younger, and some of my friends jokingly say that's because all my friends are dead, but not quite true. There are quite a few around.
Lisa Smith.
I didn't get into running till after college, actually. I actually hated running in college. And after college, I decided that I wanted to start running to just stay fit. And then I entered a 5K turkey trot, which was my first race, and I ended up winning it, and I won a 20-pound turkey. So I took that home for Thanksgiving. I thought, this can't be so bad if you're winning turkeys and other things. So then I started the 5K, went to the 10K marathon, and just stayed at marathons and triathlons for a while. And I love adventure, so you move on to the next thing.
Kurt Johnson.
I got interested in Badwater totally by accident. An editor here at the paper had approached me about a woman he had met who was preparing to run the race. This was about a year ago, Lisa Smith. And I went out and interviewed her and did a profile of her for the paper. And was the story touched something in me, and I think part of what was going on then is that in the writing of it, my oldest brother, who was a great runner and cyclist, had taken his own life, and something in that had triggered a response that I needed to run and to push my own boundaries of distance.
About 2/3 of the people who start will finish within the 60-hour period. The rest of the competitors, the other third or 33%, will wind up dropping out for one reason or another. And this might be from either sheer exhaustion, dehydration, nausea or vomiting, inability to keep fluids down, or urinary or bladder problems. The worst and most significant would be blistering, and that would keep a person from finishing.
When I first started doing marathoning, I had some problems with my feet in that my toenails, I was constantly losing them. It's called black toe, and basically what would happen is that you would blister under the toenail, and then you'd lose the toenail. So the solution that I had was I had my toenails removed, and I know that sounds a little bit extreme, but really it isn't, not for the sport that I'm in. What it does is it makes my toe just a little bit narrower so it fits in the shoe, and I do not have that blistering problem underneath my toenails.
Hey, amigo, you hear me? Have confidence. You saw that music, Sound of Music movie?
Yeah.
I have confidence in me, I have confidence in me. You should have confidence.
Yeah, thank you, Chip.
Yeah.
If you see me dying, just tell me, Gabriel, come on, go on, you can do it.
You can do it.
Don't ever tell me, that's it, you're dying.
I never say that.
I can always recover, okay?
Sure.
I can be dying, and in an hour after, I can be flying.
It was a big surprise for me, winning the race and breaking the course record and being on television and being on the newspaper. And when I finished the race, I said, I'll never do this thing again, not even if they pay me. This is just for crazy people. I felt like I was gonna die on that minute. They asked me, are you gonna do it again? I said, you think I'm crazy or nuts or what? The course record in Badwater is 28:09, and last year I wasn't as in shape as I was this year. So I'm hoping to do a lot better because my body's functioning better. And I said, well, this is gonna be the last year, and I wanna break my record for 1 hour, and that's my main goal if I can do it.
To successfully perform this race, it needs to be finished in 60 hours. Then you're recognized as an official finisher. In order to get the cherished belt buckle, it's necessary to finish within 48 hours. This has an extreme amount of meaning among ultra runners to be able to wear this belt buckle.
Because if I have my Walkman on, you don't have to yell. You know, I'll just keep an eye on it and say, I know that the time is up.
South Africa, yes, I've seen.
Last time.
Yeah,
Yeah, good. It's great. Yeah.
Years ago, it's been a long time. It's delighted to see you some more.
And he's still in shape, does he?
Our dear Heavenly Father, we're so thankful for Louise and Lisa and for their health, and especially that Louise could be here and that Lisa and her could run for breast cancer and for the Paralysis Foundation. Do you want anything around your neck?
No.
Slide up! Runners only at the line.
Carlos, just start now.
Star Spangled Banner to kind of kick off the race.
First and foremost, I'm a musician. I'm a classically trained trumpet player. I perform with the Philharmonic. I do a lot of teaching. I love it, and I love what I do. I'm also a musician who happens to do these extreme events, the ultra marathons, and those two areas of my life balance each other, and it's what completes my life.
Did we do good? No. No, missionaries do good. You guys did well.
I got into race walking because I blew my knee out on a 20K race that I was running. Race walking is very different from regular walking. It's very different from running. It's a gliding motion. The best way to define it, it's running without having your feet leave the ground. So that's what makes us all look like idiots when we're out there doing it.
Now let's go. Let's go. Start, Jeff.
Doesn't rhyme.
Bad one. Bad one. Bad one. Bad one. Get some. Get some. Yeah. I'll shut up now before I give you a migraine.
I've just got one strategy. That's to go as hard as I can for as long as I can. Woo. And miss the cars. To me, there's not that much of a challenge just going the distance. I have to do it with some sort of a line. I'd rather run like I want to run and fail than, run conservatively and win.
Eric Clifton is a lot faster than me. If he's ahead of me on the start, I'm just going to try to get my strength up, just pass him and try to take the lead.
Gatorade. 13. Come on, sir.
All right, all right.
Sit back. Ready to run.
The Badwater, in a lot of ways, is a lot like my profession. You charge the battalion, formed for running.
Aye, sir.
You do everything you can to prepare for it. You train and train and train. It's like training for war, training for combat. It's a calculated risk. You may do everything right and have something bad happen to you. But you do everything you can through your prior preparations, your training, your military education to minimize the chances of something bad happening. And Badwater's just like that.
For me personally, I find that race walking lends itself ideally to long distances. 100 kilometers, 100 milers, even longer. I start getting higher and higher up, and I get pretty competitive with some of the better runners. I find it's the great equalizer among athletes.
Deep breath or what? Yeah, it's clicking on me on every step. What, do you want water next time, or? Pound half on the cocktail. Still on the cocktail, yeah.
Okay.
Same deal.
We're mixing up Adam's special cocktail. I don't know if he'd want us to reveal the secret. It's some part Cytomax and some part Metabolol. And it's all we can divulge at this moment. But we mix up a gallon at a time. And right now it's looking like it takes him about 2 hours to go through a gallon of it.
This is more suited for me, living in Miami. I'm used to training in like 100, 105 heat with much higher humidity than this. So, if the body holds up, this should be a good year.
The plan is to go on fluids for 70 miles and then kick over to some solid food.
Miles left to go. When do you
I need a cold water bottle and I need a spritz.
Cold water and a spritz? Okay.
I've never had a crew before, but what I've read and
that other people are having is they have two crews, two vehicles, almost like professional crews, and it's a little scary because I'm going to have my 2 daughters and my wife.
Legs right here. Is this the one? No, it's in the bag. And I need the Allen wrench, please.
I was drafted into the Army, ended up over in Vietnam in September of 1970. I was there about 6 months when I stepped on a landmine and I blew my right foot off and part of my leg. I started running in 1990 when the man who makes my prosthesis called and said, there's a new foot out on the market. It was called a flex foot. It was a running foot. The day I got fitted for that new running foot, I went out and ran for 20 minutes, which I'd never done in my life. So for me, it was like, it truly was, I was like a little kid. To be able to run was a miracle for me, and it changed my life.
See this thing around my neck?
Needs to be cooled off?
Yeah, that needs to be put ice in it.
I didn't find that. I found the vitamin E cream. That's all I found.
Okay, that's fine. I don't need that. I got it. We'll get it. We'll get the rhythm down here.
She's got an attitude, let's put it that way. It takes an attitude to win this. It's self-confidence. It borders the line on arrogance. But yeah, she has the opportunity and the equipment to do it. She'll do fine. If she listens to people. Maria?
I also need this thing.
The lip? Okay, I'll have to stop there and get...
Stop further up.
Yeah. She was looking for crew people. And evidently she got my number from some individual in Europe. And then we worked out a if and but what type situation. I said, fine, call her back. She said, yeah, I can help you. And I met her on the last Monday at the airport for the first time after about 5 conversations on the phone. I'm just sorry, I had a couple other guys I thought could help us, but they're back east doing 100 milers themselves this weekend.
It's very difficult to train for a big race like this. You just go out there and just hope for the best.
I've always wanted to do a bit of running, and I've never had the opportunity or money. I took up running 2 years ago. I only said I wanted to do 1 marathon in my life. After I did in 1997, the London Marathon, I just can't give up.
Right, keep coming. Well done, Maria, keep going.
I actually saw an advert in the Runner's World, and Primus was training to do Death Valley, so I contacted Primus and told him that I was interested in doing Death Valley. Could he give me some information?
It's just that I'm here anyway, I live here, and for Maria's benefit, I think it's best that she come with me so I can monitor her training.
I was being sponsored, but now everything failed through, and I'm having to borrow the money from the bank. When I come back from Death Valley, I do want to continue running, but I might even have to take a year off to pay for all the money that I owe. I can't afford a hotel, so I have to live in a tent. This is actually my first time camping, and I'm supposed to be here for 6 weeks. And the snow and the rain is just horrendous.
Very difficult with one backup crew. Jan is doing too much. It's absolutely too much for one person. Okay, can you just move that?
Look at that stride, isn't that nice? Eric Clifton has a world record of the most completed ultra marathons, but he has a way of, if he doesn't complete or isn't going to successfully be first, he'll often drop out and then just save himself for the next race. Isn't that a smooth stride? Hardly any bouncing. Beautiful. Oh man.
Here you go, buddy.
Eric was doing about a 7-minute pace, and he's maybe a little bit slower now, but not by much. And he did this race last year, and he dropped at 70 miles last year, and he had some heat problems. This year, he's at this point at 15 miles, he's about 7 minutes faster than he was overall last year. He has the ability to run the whole 135 miles really well if he has a good race. You just don't know.
I feel great. I know what's ahead. So, I know how to pace myself. I work for Lloyd's of London, which is the #1 insurance company in the world. My duties is that I drive this minivan 3 times a day from Chatham in Kent to here in London. At the end of the day, I go home, back to my hometown in Rochester. Each evening I go for a little run in the countryside or round the blocks. That's my way of keeping fit. I'll go back 20 years for this running. I started when the first London Marathon started, and my ambition was to do a half marathon. I did a half marathon, and the next ambition was a marathon. And then it snowballed from there. As you can see, there's probably about 200, 250 medals up there for finishing races, which I'm quite proud of. But then you get to a certain stage where, all right, maybe you want that little bit extra, the ultimate. And that's where the Badwater comes in, the ultimate. That is the ultimate race. I went there in 1991. I went back the following year, and the following year, and the following year. Perhaps I'll go back there every year to find out the reason why I went the year before.
There's a lot of friendship. The other runners are extremely nice people. And we have a great time. But it is very, very difficult. And at Jack's age, which is now 64, I feel that he shouldn't keep putting his health at risk every single year to do this madness.
Do you want any ice around your neck?
No, oh, it's lovely. Oh. Okay.
You know Jurgen's doing it without any clothes
I
on.
know.
He's balmy.
Well, he's tough as liver.
Your glasses on. It's your eyes.
Let's go for a second.
All right. Yeah, you do it then. They know where you're doing it.
Main competition that I think are going to push me are Gabriel Flores, who won last year. It was a very well-paced race. And Carlos Banderas, who was second last year also. I mean, and they duked it out. So, you know, they're not afraid, you know, when the going gets tough to keep going.
He's doing great. He's been running 2 hours, 16 minutes, and he looks fresh, still like the way he started it. I'm going a little slower than last year, but maybe it'll help me more for the finish.
Hey, aren't you doing too well?
Surprisingly, it's scary.
You're not supposed to be up here. You're supposed to be back there.
Well, he's been working out down at Pendleton. He does marathon laps down there, and you've got a lot of guys that are his so-called grunts, you know. Well, this is their way they can push him. I mean, they almost use cattle prods. Yeah, he's amazing.
Just putting on some dry socks. They're spraying me down. The water's running down my legs into my shoes and getting my feet all wet. Don't want your feet take a beating enough. The last thing you want to do is try and do this thing with wet feet.
He's running faster than what he originally wanted to do, so we're trying to slow him down a little bit. He has his times, he'll slow down a little bit, but...
When Flores passed him, he tried to pace with Flores. Kind of unconsciously, he was just running with him. He was chasing him, so we finally caught that. we're like, whoa, we better slow down a little bit because Flores broke the record last year.
He has a tendency to speed up
I'm
going downhill.
not here to race that guy, so there's no point in trying to catch him or chase him or anything. That's stupid. Well, nobody's ever accused me of being smart, but I try to learn from my mistakes.
So here's your change out of water.
Yeah, I'm good to go.
Good?
Yep. Walking all the ups, easy on the downs and the straights, drinking a lot, keeping cool, and just keep on moving. It's great. I never had so much media attention in my life. I love this.
He's got the kind of spirit, he wants to test himself, he wants to test his limits, and he won't let himself quit. No matter what, if his feet go in him, he'll do it on his hands and knees. If his knees go in him, he'll crawl the rest of the way. He's not going to quit. I mean, that's it. He's going to finish. I know Nick. He's not going to quit.
What about you, Jerky? What do you think?
He's there. Unless he gets hit by a bus, and then he doesn't die. He's there.
If he got hit by a bus, would he still try and go on?
Sure. Only if he died. Unless he died, he would go on.
He'd drag the bus driver with him.
Yeah. He'd curse him out and crawl back on the road and keep going. That's Nick. End of story.
I work for American Linen. I've been working with them now for about 12 years. Hi there, good morning. I enjoy the job. Hey, Rob, I'm here with your bagels. With my job, I have a very good situation going. I work 4 days a week. I'm off on Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday. So on Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday, I do my long runs, which are 20 miles plus. What I mean by that is I do at least 20 miles, but usually a little bit more. And then on Monday and Thursday, I'll do my shorter runs, which is about around 10, 12 miles. And on Friday, I take the day off. One day I rest. Oh,
how's that feel?
Feels like a good woman. Ah.
Really? Do you know any good women?
Feels like when you got a good woman.
Bandana responding or something?
know any bad women.
I don't know about that.
And you get it in there, and you grab those big
Oh,
feet.
shut up. Get out of here.
That's why I don't like women that run. They don't have those big.
Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more.
It's going good. I'm going to take the first day very easy. So today, in the heat of the day, I'm going to just tick over. Tonight, when it gets cooler, I'm going to try and put the speed up and just keep this speed all the way through.
After leaving the service, I worked for a charity clearing anti-personnel mines in Asia and Africa. 4 years ago, I was blown up. As a result, I lost my lower right arm and leg. Since then, I've run marathons and ultramarathons all over the world to assist the disabled and raise money to provide false limbs for the victims of war.
The biggest mistake I've made in the past in these kind of things is herring off to begin with, and you've got nothing left. So I'm just going to try and keep this pace up all the way through. The heat is fierce, and it's not quite as hot as some years they've had it, but still, coming from London, it's hot. The only way I can describe it is like getting a hairdryer, put it on high, and put it right in front of your face.
So how many years have you run this race?
This is my fourth.
Fourth year. How'd you finish last year?
First woman, third overall.
Third overall, and this is not a handicap race. This is real time, isn't it?
This is real time.
Not a handicap.
It was 135 last year. I'll have you know. It was ideal.
With this weather, I mean, there's a chance that everybody's going to turn in great times, right?
Yeah, either that or humidity sucks. Tomorrow could be brutally hot. It's a long way to go. I hope it brings in good times for everybody. And I hope everyone gets to the end, because it's a wonderful feeling when you get there.
I'm all right.
What's he doing?
He is cooling down. It's getting a little hot. He needs to cool down. He needs to replenish these electrolytes. It's probably a good idea with the amount of miles he's covered right now in this type of heat. Needs a little breather. He'll be good to go. He's still sweating, so it's a good sign.
when I'm trying to avoid the nausea. I had real problems last year getting sick. Kind of recognize the signs. I think if I could stave that off. That's why I've taken a couple of breaks to try and recuperate. Yeah, I waste time doing that, but it keeps me from going down hard. If I just keep moving, I'll be all right. It don't matter. If you don't mind, it doesn't matter.
Kirk Johnson looks like a very efficient runner. He has a little kind of a mincy step, but he moves ahead at a constant pace. It's not real fast. He's not trying to be a front runner. Kind of, it's like a clock being wound up. He just runs like a tick, 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 tick like that.
My brother and my sister are my crew. My sister's a marathoner, and they both came a long way to be here. Part of this adventure for me was having a family experience as a crew. It's fabulous.
Hang in there.
You too. Hang in there with me. I'm only afraid they're gonna see my worst side by the time this is over.
You want some new skin?
I guess so. Well, you can see it's starting to, right here, just starting to blister a little bit. That could develop into something major, and that would be very, very sore. I don't know why these get so damn sore in the socket here, but I don't think I've had a blister for, God, I couldn't tell you, years.
I feel like I've done about a bazillion crunches. It just hurts.
What that is. Doc wasn't too happy with you eating that cheese. He thought that
well, I'm not gonna eat anymore. Trust me on that. Oh, that was a mistake. Won't do that again. Pain is great incentive.
It's gonna be a free sunset.
Yeah. Oh, the clouds, man. You don't get the clouds.
Boy, there is no echo. I need earplugs now.
The climb up Towns Pass is deceptive. It doesn't look steep, but the grueling 18-mile, 5,000-foot climb slows most runners to a walking pace.
Gabriel, don't go. Slow down. Come on, Gabriel. Slow down. He's up the hill, Gabriel. Slow down.
We want to get the stovepipe wells before the boom boom start. Before it starts raining or anything. Otherwise, we're doing all right.
Hey, don't slow up the pace so you can keep up with them. Let them keep up with us.
This is one of my friends from New York.
How you doing?
My pacer. 7 years ago, I did my first 100-mile trail run in Vermont. He's the only one left from any people that crewed me then. He's still with me. All the rest of them.
I'm the only one who'll put up with it.
Have gone their way.
Don't worry about her. Don't worry about her. Don't race her. Do your own thing, hon.
Instead of just relaxing, she's racing. It's going to burn her up. I cannot get her to slow. She has a little bit of diarrhea. Her stomach's loaded. She feels very severe right now. She's having difficulties doing what I'm asking her to do, and that's to eat. She just can't get it down. So basically, she's just running on nerves or just, pent up energy.
Sorry.
I don't want my legs in your picture.
No problem, just all right.
Hang in there.
Water back in.
some reason I'm just not absorbing fluids properly. I haven't been able to urinate now for 5-6 hours. That's not good. But the liquid, I'm either sweating it out or it's just sitting in my stomach. But for the last several miles here, I've been throwing up.
Just a stroll in the park, huh? We're gonna take her under the overhang by the pool? No. Where do you want to go? Going right up here.
Right to the bathroom.
You're not spending 2 minutes to go over there. Yeah. Yeah, take my number off me short. I don't want that feeling is changing. Okay, what's that first? No, everything. Okay, right here. Sit down. Okay, sit her down. Here's this.
Somebody open that.
Wow, you like my hairdo, Jay?
Could be friggin' long stockings.
Okay. Excuse me, guys. Can I take your shoe off? That's the stuff.
We need to work on that.
No swelling.
Is he bringing that anti-inflammatory?
Which one?
I'll get both.
I got more.
I'll tell him.
No, it's in the top of my black North Face fanny pack.
How are they feeling?
Good.
Do you have any hot spots?
None.
No swelling in this leg.
Okay. You can let her set her feet down so she's not holding them up.
Okay, can you start on that one so you work that one before the blood
Yep.
cells?
You're doing good, Lisa.
Well, Lisa Crew's gotten better each year. You want
4 years. It helps.
So how long's this pit stop gonna be?
Hopefully 15 or so.
Hopefully it's less than that.
No more than.
He's the boss, though.
Are you tired?
Should we just go past him?
Yeah, I want to get out.
That's a bit of heat sickness, I think. Let's see.
And the milk.
Oh,
I do keep off milk and ice cream, didn't I?
Well,
Yeah, you never listen to Mum, do you?
yeah, it's a bit of heat sickness as well. I feel a bit dodgy, you know.
Yeah, well, that's because it was coming on.
Yeah. Yeah,
Wipe your mouth
that's
all
why I felt a bit rough.
You can always tell when you're going
Yeah.
to be queasy.
So it should be all right now, I think. It's just that I felt coming on. That's why I had to have that rest. So I think it'll be all right. We'll see.
Yeah, well, try your best.
That's better.
Wow. It's my toenails that are hurting. But if I can drain them, they should be fine.
They're not real bad. They're not
Right. Skin's intact.
That toe hasn't been cleaned yet, has it? Which one? This big one?
You okay?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Where's that left hand?
It's right there. It's right there. You can't see it. You okay? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Kirk, can you hear me? Hey. Hey, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, what's the matter? Just get hot?
We need to elevate his feet. He's off the ground. We need to get his feet up.
Let's put your feet
Let's
up.
get one of these chairs up here. Let's see if we can.
Could you feel
You
yourself?
ever done that before?
Not fully that. I mean, I could hear you saying, "Can you hear me?"
Could you? But you couldn't talk?
But I couldn't sort of bring myself out of it to say yes.
I'm okay.
I actually still feel good. I'm just a little tired, and I don't have a lot of zip. And I figure if I take it easy now, maybe later in the race, if I fall back some, I'll be able to come back a little bit. I don't know.
Are you looking over your shoulder?
Uh-huh. I always get caught about the 70-mile mark, so we'll see.
You seem in pretty good shape.
Just moseying along. It's a slower mosey, but I'm a southern boy. Sometimes we take our time.
There's that damn wrinkle in the sock.
Oh, there it is. You want to take a break and take that insurance?
Just one. Yeah, that's just not happy. Hey, look at the size of this thing. My pinky toe's almost like as fat as my big toe. Oh, this should make a nice mess when I puncture this one.
Just do it. Just do it.
Yeah. You losing any of your toenails?
You just run and then you gradually just kind of get numb to the pain.
Next step is rest, relaxation.
Logical step, okay.
And hopefully you start taking fluids. If you don't take no fluids, and sir, you're probably just going to run yourself into the ground. I hate to see that also. And I'm concerned about heat stroke right now. He has heat stroke, then we got problems.
What could happen?
What could happen? He can die. He can have brain damage. He can have internal organ damage. A lot of things going on.
Should we buy some video or anything?
I told him that he definitely needs an IV. And he says no. I told him he needs to be rehydrated. And, he knows that. He knows he's dehydrated. He knows he's not holding fluids down. It's obvious he's not ready to quit. So we'll let him rest for a while and see what happens from here.
Gabriel, slow down. You are going too fast. You are going uphill. Don't half. I don't want too much weight. Half, Abel. Half. Please. Gabriel, you are going uphill. Go slow. Thank you, Abel. Thanks.
When I was in the Sahara, French friend said to me that God made the desert so that man could find his soul. When you look around at all of this and that, you can see what they mean.
It's real hard to gauge distances on someone behind you. So, I mean, you can get exact splits on somebody in front, but from behind, without doing a whole lot of extra work, it's real hard to get that. So,
how far ahead of you?
I've been told I'm about 2.5 miles ahead of Gabriel, which can translate, depending on pace, anywhere from 30 minutes to 15, you know, so I really don't know time-wise. We'll see if I see him on the stretch to Panamint.
It's almost 12 hours that we've been with my brother. Gabriel is doing great. He feels so fresh.
See, there is about 10-12 miles of hills.
Yeah.
He's going to catch up.
That's what I think
And he's
too.
going to win.
Okay, just be careful. Let's keep helping my brother.
Oh, sure. Always. He's my brother too.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think
We don't know where anybody is.
I think we're bringing up the rear, aren't we?
We're in the dark. We don't have plans.
There's no plan. We just go.
We just get there.
We're
We have no strategy whatsoever. We just plod.
We'll be there
Well, get up then and get going.
at the latest.
I have to nag him.
At the latest 5 o'clock. Which will be
Don't make idle
which
promises,
will be
please.
a 55-hour finish.
I just hope I can run eventually. I don't know if I'll be able to. It's going to be a long, long walk. I'm not sore. My other leg isn't sore. Just the bone and the blister. So. But food is good. I'm not sick. Got plenty of water. Been peeing a lot. So I like this better than that blaring sun.
I'm just trying to open up that back a little bit.
Got something underneath here.
A little bit of gas probably too. When was the last time you peed?
Just a few minutes
Yes,
ago.
okay. We're still good then on that. Okay, if that gets worse, let me know because we're gonna have to see somebody then.
Is this somebody like who?
Like Ben.
What does he know about this?
He's a doctor.
Oh, is he a
He's
doctor?
an MD.
All right.
Is that okay?
I didn't know he was a doctor.
Yeah. As long as you don't have a fever, I'm not worried about it that much. But what happens with women when they're running, everything bounces up inside, all the guts basically bounce up and down inside, and they cause friction, which causes the infection and pain sometimes. But we may have a problem here. One of the reasons I get excited about this is I have a tendency to treat young ladies in sports as my daughter. You get sort of wrapped up in how they feel. You don't want them to get hurt, and it can really disturb me sometimes because you can't take the pain away from it. It's just part of the sport. Each one of those steps are sending real sharp pains back up to her head, and it is not even remotely fun. But this is what these endurance races are all about, and why so few people do them. Because they hurt.
Closing in on the halfway mark. Yeah. All I gotta do is do it again.
Yeah, you're getting close to the top.
You want some more, Gabe? No, it's not my legs. It's my stomach and my head. My legs are all right.
I remember last year he did 100 miles, he got sick, and then he got better. This is pretty normal. I think he's okay, yeah. And hopefully it will be his last race. his last race. He told me before he ran that this is gonna be my last Badwater race.
You think it will be?
I'm not sure. He always told me that, and then he changed his mind.
The other guy's not too far from you. Plus, he's suffering too, just like you are. But you are tougher. Now,
There you go. That's good. That's good. Get rid of it all.
It's good.
Your stomach will feel better.
Yes. Do you want to stop, Gabriel?
You want to stop and do that?
No.
Here, you want to rinse it out with water? Here's some water.
In order to finish under 48 hours, most of the runners can't afford to take time out to sleep, and so they settle for brief naps by the road.
Yeah, these hours before dawn, just kind of rough on the whole body, the brain. Should make time in about 20 hours. I'll probably take an hour down and then hightail it to Lone Pine. That's the plan. We'll see if the crew lets me do that.
My next goal is to reach Panamint Springs, because when I get there, I'm throwing the people out of the room that are there. I'm throwing them out of the room, and I'm going to sleep for about an hour. Take my shoes off, redo my feet, re-grease up everywhere, maybe sit down on a real toilet for a while, and then I'm just going to go to sleep for an hour. You guys all can go to breakfast then, Mike.
Okay, we will.
As soon as we leave there, it's like leaving Stovepipe. Up and away again.
That's right.
To Father Crowe, who the hell he was. Who was he?
He's dead, don't worry about
I
it.
know, man. What the hell did he do to get his name on the mountain?
Forget it, he's dead. You're alive and you're kicking.
I'm alive, I don't know about the kicking. Alrighty. We're on our way. What's saving us is nice and cool. The road is a good, clean road, so there's no problem. No potholes, you don't get those things out here. You get those back home in New York.
I think a lot of this is, and I'm still learning, is technique. And it's only really this year that I've learned the importance of the hand. It makes a huge difference in running style. So I'm trying to think more about what I'm doing with the right arm to keep the elbows level. On a race like this, it's very easy to overextend this because there's nothing on the end of it, and you put your back and your shoulder out.
It's really tough. It's an emotional thing to have to drop out of. I've done it. With my encouragement, Major Maples agreed to accept intravenous fluids from his medic in order to restore his state of hydration and kidney function. Unfortunately, this meant he was disqualified from the race.
Anybody know a shortcut?
Take a road to Albuquerque.
That's it.
Let me take another little rest. Let me take a little rest there, please. You sure? Yeah, I want to recover a little bit. You look good. Yeah, give me.
You're moving real good.
You just need to go rest. That's what he needs. That's all.
It's all right to rest once in a while. Gabriel?
Everything is fine.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm fine. Ready to start walking. Let's go. Gabriel, walk. Gabriel, walk. No, leave me alone, Gabriel. Let me do the best I can. Huh?
Take it easy, all right?
Yeah.
Run a little bit, walk a little bit. You feeling all right?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Beautiful. There you go.
Nothing, neighbor. Just water right now.
You drink water. That's all he needs.
Just water, because I get sick. I get sick. You give me water, then you Pedialyte, then go. I get sick again. Just water.
I'll get some right back there. Keep going.
I need to change shoes.
Okay.
Soon. Running shoes.
Got to change shoes soon. We'll let you know. I'm sorry? She wants to change shoes soon. We'll let you know.
Which one do you think you want? The blue North Face?
Yeah, blue.
The Nikes or the brown North Face?
Blue North Face inserts lamb's wool.
Got it.
Morning.
Good morning.
Morning. How are you feeling?
Fine.
How was your evening, okay?
The night?
Yes.
I had a time with lots of hallucinations.
Yeah.
And that was hard. There were so many people on the road, and I was starting to zigzag so I don't bump into them.
Wow.
Yeah. And then I realized I cannot go on there like this. So I just went to the ground for 4 minutes with the eyes closed. And then it was better. There were less people. Woo! You know, I'm not functioning very well.
Right now?
No.
Okay.
No. I'm on the edge. I mean, my thinking is not very good right now.
Yeah.
It's a little confusing. Okay.
We got some Jimmy Dean sausage, and we're gonna chop up some potatoes, and we got some boiled eggs. We're gonna chop them up in there, and got coffee. It's like we're out camping. This is high energy food. It's gonna turn Kirk into Superman.
How's your story coming?
The race itself is now, I mean, what I'm concentrating on more than anything.
Why are you here?
Get right to the point.
Yeah?
Why am I here?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's, I mean, in some way, that's what I'm writing about.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, do you have a reason?
Not
Just because you're writing about it, is that the reason?
No, I'm here to, in a way, I think, discover something.
Discover the desert sanctuary.
Well, discover something about myself. And, I mean, it's probably...
You can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone comes out of this differently, I think.
I fully believe it.
I think this is about the best I can do right now.
That's good.
Gabriel is catching up. Second place is catching up. He's about 1.8 miles back.
1.8 miles, 21 minutes back at the last
And
eight.
you were surprised at some.
Yeah. We don't want Gabriel to close the gap between him and Eric.
And he is.
He's running strong too. He's running faster than Eric is right now. So we're trying to push Eric to get some space.
The key is, I think, to get him to the hill.
Everyone's gonna walk the hill,
Yeah.
and if he can get strong to the hill, and
just power walk the hill.
Power walk the hill, because no one's gonna be running up that hill.
We're gonna make him run up that hill. The record's 28:09. He's got a chance to bust it.
Pretty big time.
Yeah.
Well, usually it takes you 4 hours from the corner to finish. And and he can do it under that.
I'm trying to grin and bear it, but it is just outrageously sore. I've been dealing with it, you know, for about 15 hours. But, you know, I could find a spot where it was okay. And then I would take off the leg and I'd try some different socks. And I mean, it's all swollen. Then I couldn't get it back on because it was so swollen. And then I'd try a real thin sock. And then amazingly enough, I could go out and just hammer. I mean, every part of me wants to just, I'm a race car in a garage, but it's just so painful. Oh my God.
Oh man. I'm afraid if you keep taking it off, you may not get it back on.
Well, I know, that's why I don't want to take it off for very long. I'm gonna pull that. Oh man, that's so sore. Oh, so sore.
I wonder if it got some more sore because of the wrapping.
It got really sore because of the downhills.
Yeah.
Ah.
Shake it up good. You want some of that drink, Daniel?
Yeah. Oh man. Oh God.
Oh God, look at this. I've got blisters everywhere, basically.
Her heels are pretty well beat up, and her little toe is about ready to fall off. It looks so bad.
Just look at this.
The foot is quite swollen with several good-sized blisters.
Never seen anything like it.
This is one of the few ladies I know that dresses her own feet.
It's a good thing, though.
It is, very good.
Where's the pearl?
But she lanced them all herself, dressed them all herself. It's sort of unusual for a lot of athletes, especially the younger girl athletes, because they just soon have somebody else. And it's actually easier to have someone else do it. But she dressed them herself, which is unique. And she was pretty good at it.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God.
Get it loosened up a little bit, get it cranked up again. Daylight's coming. It's a whole new day, man. We'll get you in there, get you cleaned up. Whole new day, you'll be all new man. Get you something to eat. We'll be good to hook.
We should probably, as soon as I get there, weigh in.
Okay.
And then we'll weigh in on the way out, because I think depending on how it goes, he's going to want me to put on some weight.
So do you have a strategy for the upcoming
hill?
Hill, yeah.
Pray, slow, deal with the absolute excruciating pain of starting up again. It's like you can only hobble a certain way, and you hobble both ways until you're hobbling into the ground. We should make a buckle. You know, if the body holds, the feet hold.
That's exactly. Ow! How'd you do it?
So I'm just with the towels.
Yeah.
I mean,
closer.
Okay, wet.
Lay down.
And oh, my feet. Okay. My feet are burning.
No kidding.
Oh, thank you.
You're sleeping.
Yep, sleep. Oh.
I'll tell you what place you're in if you give me 15 minutes.
No, I don't want to know.
You still got to give me 15 minutes.
No, no way.
We always sleep at we always sleep at Father Crowley.
No, yeah, but now
even in the gravel.
Yeah. 5 minutes.
No, you have to sleep a little
no.
bit.
No.
Okay, we'll be mean to you all day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll be mean to you all day.
I will be mean to you too. I need to cut this with the from the shoe here.
This.
That blue thing here.
This thing?
Yeah.
This thing? I'll cut it for you.
Get rid of it, yeah. Okay. Even if it's only that part.
What about this one?
That's fine. No, that's all fine.
Okay.
That's all fine. Yeah. Oh, okay, great.
You know, that's the best set of shoes I've ever looked.
Yeah.
I swear
I've
it
never
is.
seen any shoes better.
It's a fashion
Yeah.
statement.
Okay. Okay. Where is my other hat? Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, it's right here.
You want some peaches?
No, no.
Does she have a bottle?
And then after.
Yeah. Start easy. Take it easy. Oh, off to the road.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
And we got her up. We tricked her last night, told her we were 2 miles away, and we parked a mile away, and, you know, gave her a bone. So every time she saw the back of the car, she thought she was knocking down 2 miles, and little things like that. And we've learned to sleep on the road. We used that trick last night. I think you were just doing that now, weren't you?
Yeah.
I had her sleep at the bottom for about an hour, and then Ann just was with her for 45 minutes, and I'm sure she slept with you while
Yeah.
you don't really
They-
sleep, but you do.
But
you
rest.
like snooze.
You relax. You relax. You don't have to think about the coordination. You just go. If someone is guiding you, you don't have to think about the road or stuff like that.
It's warming up now. I'm not quite as fast as I'd like to be, but these mountains are steeper than I thought, and just got to keep going that direction now. Looks like that road goes on forever.
He didn't have much sleep last night, but he kept going. He stopped for 2 breaks for about 15 minutes each, and he's feeling good. When the sun came up this morning, that woke him up, and he's found a new lease of life.
It's just a hell of a ride.
Shades are coming, Eric.
Look at this guy, man. He's coming back. You're coming back.
No, I'm not.
Hey, yes you are.
No, I'm
You
not.
saw it, yes you.
No.
What was the name of that film?
Oh.
Robert De Niro. Yes you are.
Analyze it.
Hey, you're doing a good job. Yes you are.
Yes, you are.
Yes you are.
I'm sure you're going to win the race. We can catch up to Eric and, pass him. It's almost 24 hours and you're doing great. We're going to walk and run together. I'll stay with you all the way up. Abel is one brother, I'm the other brother.
Thank you, Chief.
Yeah.
I like to see you run a little bit more, because you're almost home now.
Yeah.
Yeah, see?
Thanks, Eric.
Yeah. Say, what's up with that? What the old guy say? You gonna win this thing? And he says, absolutely.
Hey, Suze, it's Mike. Nick is doing great. He's right on schedule to buckle. He had a little sleep break. Yeah, he's a little cranky, but he's always a little cranky, so that's not a problem. You know what CREW stands for? Cranky runner, endless waiting, and that's what it's been this way. Cranky Nick and endless waiting.
Take a deep breath.
Wait.
What do you want to drink?
Take it, please. Please.
I took one.
You didn't.
How long ago, Lisa?
Oh, you didn't.
Lisa? Just let me hold it for a while.
No.
Lisa.
Yeah,
I
then
will.
drop it.
I'll take it. But
You haven't taken one.
You,
You
ha-
really
you,
haven't
you
taken
think
it.
you have
You have
it, you
not.
have it.
Bring an extra one for you then.
Slipping them in my water.
You're not going to take it.
But then you wouldn't drink
Take
it. Just take it.
Lisa Smith is the first woman. If she can keep moving forward without taking breaks, I think she can do it in 36 hours, which would be, I think, could be her best time. So that'll be neat if she can do that.
Come on, if you're Lisa, we can do it. Come on.
Guys, I don't even want to do it.
Money does not buy happiness, pride.
Is that true, Gabriel?
That's true.
Why you run for?
Pride. Yeah.
This Miles, Gabriel are the longest ones. But I know you did it one time. I'm pretty sure you can do it again. All your crew is on the side, Gabriel. Behind you, helping you out on anything.
All the way. All you gotta do is keep moving, putting one foot in front of the other. And you're doing a great job of that. We just want to break that 2809 record.
Who's that?
That's his. Gabriel's the guy behind us.
Oh.
That's his. He got the course record. You gonna do the record?
Well, I don't think I'm gonna break 20.
I always start these events with very lofty goals, like I think I'm going to do something special. And after a point of body deterioration, and the goals get evaluated down, I always get to a point, which is basically where I'm now, where the best I can hope for is to avoid throwing up on my shoes. I'm 68 and I keep saying this is it. I'm going to retire. But I have a lot of friends who are in their 70s that run ultra runs, and they do quite well. My problem is I got a herniated disc. If my doctor knew I was doing this, he'd flip. But I didn't tell him.
One foot in front of the other. That's all you got to do.
Well, I'm out of it, as you know. I had to take an IV, so I'm disqualified. We're just moving along the course, trying to help people out, trying to encourage them, motivate them a little bit. She didn't have any pacers, so I've been pacing with her for a ways. She's hurt, but she seems like she's doing better with us here to encourage her. If nothing else, I don't want this to be a total wasted trip. If I can at least help somebody else to be successful, I'd like to do that.
Well, what do you expect? You know, amputees aren't supposed to be doing this kind of shit. You know, 5K, 10K maybe.
His whole energy's changed. First, he just went deeper inside of himself, went into more of a meditative state, and it just dug a little deeper. But he's not a quitter, and he never has been. So, you know, when he says things like that, it's just like, I know it's just something he has to express because he's starting to feel maybe some physical limitations.
It's a short mile.
Short mile?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
You're just saying that,
Gabriel, we're almost there. I know you are extremely tired, but you know you can make it.
Thank God it's Friday. I got a fork.
You're my hero, Gabriel. You know that. But last year he said no more of this. It's too suffering.
No.
And look at him now.
He'll be all right.
He's back.
Ask him tomorrow.
He's back.
Yeah? Right now he's tired, but ask him tomorrow. He'll be all right. Okay.
1:49 is your time. 27:49 is your total time. New course record. You finished.
Thank you.
You're amazing.
Wasn't much of a course record. But, oh, every little bit counts. Like, this is great. Nickel and dime.
A lot of time.
That's great. Nickel and dime that guy.
Yeah. That's great.
So where's Gabriel coming up now? No, he's not quite yet.
I got his water here.
Oh, that feels good. Oh, yeah.
That's the finish line right there, Gabriel.
That's the finish line.
You got it. You know you... Come on, Gabriel.
Amigos.
Come on, Gabriel. Come on, Gabriel. Get up there, Gabriel. Finish it up. Finish it up. 135 miles, Gabriel. Right there. Where's the chair? Where's the chair? Right here. Where's the jacket? It's like God's here. Let me help you. Let me help you, Gabriel. Can you use that?
You need something to cover up so it doesn't shock.
Create,
Deja vu?
Yeah, 28, I remember that. That's great.
That's good, Gabriel.
That's great.
Oh, thank you.
You did good, Gabriel. You did great.
You're good.
A good idea, the way to get Jack finishing this race is he always brings a 8-pack of Murphy's Stout, and we've just had the idea from Brian, our crew member, to dangle one on the top of the van as a carrot to a donkey, hoping that he can have one when he's finished this race in a good time. So that's a good idea. We're going to look for some string, put it up there. The magic potion. This is going to be Jack's carrot.
Yeah.
Jack!
Oh, look. Oh. Oh. Let me. That's cool. Give it to me. That's cruel.
It took me about 120 miles to pass every woman, and now finally the last one has to be left behind. And I'm coming closer to her, and I know I can overtake her. I can make that. I could never just pass by. I mean, that's just impossible for me. I would have to say some encouraging words, or at least have compassion for her.
Yeah, that's perfect, dude. All right. Glad one of us is going to get up there. Get up.
She's about 18 years younger, but my passion for the sport and my experience, they do make up for the difference of years. And I walk, run as fast as I can, of course to discourage also my competitor. And I know that they see me running that fast, they can never keep up, never. Of course I question myself, can I keep up myself?
There they are. Only got one in there.
What, just causing the pain? Is that what it is? Is it they cramping it off?
It's not sort of a cramp, it's like pain and I just want to stop.
Right. How long was it since you took the Tylenol? It's been about what? 20 minutes? An hour. Have you been elevating your legs, your feet?
She was, yeah.
Okay, that's definitely.
They were cramping up on her a little bit, so she put them back on.
Go ahead and put them up.
There you go. How's that? Better? Yeah. You want one for your head?
Maria is in, not maybe dire straits, but she's has some bad problems. If the Marines hadn't come and helped, it had been total. It had been a finite, no, this is it. But with the guys out here helping her, she's got a chance to get the belt buckled and do quite well. But without these Marines here, there wasn't a chance in hell that I could have gotten through by myself.
Hey! Hey, Don, what about me?
Wish I could join you.
You know, I've seen this on your stunt before, and worse.
So what are you saying?
I'm saying you never gave up before.
I'm not giving up.
Yeah, I know you're not.
You know,
You're not a- you're not
You
a
know
quitter.
me. If you don't have, I mean,
We're gonna see you at the finish
Come on.
line, dear.
I'm not worried about the finish line. I'm just, you know, I'm a little frustrated because I just
Well,
can't. You don't think I would if I couldn't? What have I been doing for the last 100 miles? When I can, I can't. You know, what did I say? Of course, it's been worse, but I wasn't out here and I hadn't been running for 100 miles. You know, and I, you know, went to the store or, you know, went into the living room. I could do that, you know, but not the constant. Trust me.
Good, I need food.
I know you do.
Badly.
We're wondering where it is. We don't know what to do about it.
Badly, I need some food. I can't get solid food down. I hope they're not dead. I can't get solid food down.
We're still waiting. The soup is not in Keela. The soup is in Lone Pine, and Juan and Carolyn are not back yet with the soup, and Nick is getting a little bit upset about it. Just a little bit.
Nick's a little bit,
Nick is losing it, but that's all right. He's entitled to lose it. At 106 miles, he's entitled to lose it a little bit.
You take a drive into a town and get some soup.
They're on their way.
Town's right there. It's ridiculous. Do 60 miles an hour with a car. I don't need no more. Yeah. What the hell are they doing?
Tired, hungry. Tired and hungry? Fed up?
Unfed.
Unfed.
Hell, this is fucking ridiculous. I'm fucking hungry.
You want some insurance in the meantime?
No.
I didn't think so. Why did I even ask?
How about a new bottle? No. I want some soup.
Oh, it's coming in yet? Oh, it's coming in from Lone Pine. He thinks it's been 2 hours. Well, Lone Pine's 15 miles. That's 2 hours. Yeah. Yeah, right. Okay.
Know where he is.
Oh, you mean he's getting into that irritable stage they talk about?
Well, actually, he started out in the irritable stage, but it's gotten worse the last 30 or 40 miles.
Okay.
No, he's, yeah.
Give me a bottle, mister. I don't want to ask where you went.
Went to every restaurant.
I walked 12 miles since you've been here, since you left.
Oh, God.
What took you? Where the hell were you?
Because I was trying to, you know, every place had clam chowder. Would you have eaten
Don't
clam?
care. Give me it. I'm about to deplete here. A little bit more, I would have just said, fuck it. I'm too depleted to move on anymore.
Let me see if you need a spoon.
Take anything but beef.
Actually, I think about 8 that
Oh.
Too much, Lisa?
Yeah, too much.
Oh, you're gonna make it, you guys.
Shortly after this, at her crew's insistence, Lisa was transported to a local hospital for medical treatment, which included an IV, thereby disqualifying her.
Okay.
36:58.
What does it mean?
A new woman's AM start record.
I told you that you would make it! I told you! Yes!
36:58. The old record was 37:07.
See? I told you! I told you! Alright, buddy! Mega Man!
That's what you call improving with age.
That's right. Just like mine.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yo, dude, it's awesome, dude. Yo, man, this is awesome.
He's imitating me.
We're smart enough to be sitting in the car while he's out there moving up the hill.
But I'm the one that gets the buckle.
He's got the buckle. He's got it
mine.
made, pal.
It's mine. Yo, you know what that crazy dude did? He ran over from Death Valley to the top of Mount Whitney. Awesome, man. That's awesome.
This race is not about competition. The only competition is between the runners and the course. Almost nobody cares about do I finish in 45 hours, do I beat this guy, or do I beat the other guy. They're testing themselves. They're not competing against other runners. They're testing themselves, they're testing the limits of their endurance, the limits of their heart, the limits of their guts. That's what this is all about. They're all a band of brothers. That's what they are out there tonight.
Man, you're going to smash that tape, not just break it.
A hell of a tough run. In that last 12 miles. It's got to be the toughest finish of any race there is.
43:07, Nick.
43:07. Than all the major 100-mile trail runs, this is the toughest thing I've ever done. I can't talk much right now.
I'll let go.
All right, Maria!
Hey, Nick, congratulations. Good job.
Hey.
Proud of you.
I love you. You're great. I told you you'd
All of you,
Your
come up
Wasatch
here.
is hard, eh?
Good job, Maria.
I told you you'd
Thanks.
do it.
Tell all the guys to come up.
Hey, Marines! Up here.
I've come out here fresh and completely rested. I've been broken down to a pace like this for a short period of time. This hill's gonna take me about 5 hours tonight. I got a PR on it of like 2.5. I'm busting a hump just to get up the damn thing. But you gotta look around at this. It's just, what a hell of a journey.
Incredibly powerful moment for me because it symbolizes the fact that we've made it, I think, against the odds in a lot of ways. And also, even more than that, everything about being on this mountain says to me, when I think about my brother, I will survive. I'm going on. I'm gonna live. This must be some of the reason why we do this. This view, the mountain. But other than that, I don't know for sure why we do it. Somebody asked me earlier what it would mean to quit down there. It said, why don't you quit? And I guess that would be failure. We define that as failure in our society, I guess. Anyway, so you hang in there because you want to be seen as successful.
I was going for your Murphy boy. Don't start me off.
No sex, please. No sex with British.
3 days. Alright, now it's clear. I have to do this first. Would you like one, Mel?
Well done.
How are you?
All right! Whoa, Chris!
I knew you could do it. That was the hardest thing I've ever seen, Chris. God, you son of a bitch, you. I'd never believe it. I knew it.
Badwater, I think, is a place more than any other that I've ever heard of where the forces of the 20th century, commercialism, post-industrial society sort of falls away. It's outside the mainstream of big money sports. It's outside the same mainstream of civilization in a way. And I think there's a hunger for people to find that place and touch that place within themselves.
I want to say a prayer.
Way to go, Steve. Good job.
There's a process that goes on here, and it's a stripping away of all of those things that we think of as being important, and you really sort of get to the core of what you're all about. You find out your weaknesses, you find out how to deal with those, how to overcome them, and what we do is we go through that process when we're out here.
Through this event, I've become stronger. I've become a better person because I've reached deep within to pull out of myself what is there on survival power. I can trust myself that in difficult situations, it is there. I can pull it out again. And life becomes so much richer.